22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kick. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right away, they'll change the look. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come. That touch pass before it can even get back to the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Goff looking to change the play. And now the Bucks deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And down to the 36-yard line here.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Here's Goff. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Bucks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now Mayfield and the Bucks come up on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Following the interception, Mayfield over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Got a man downfield. It's Otten. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Shepard will go in motion right. Mayfield now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's Goff. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 48 yards. And the
tying up this ball game.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. When you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. In motion, the tight end. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Mayfield. Comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. Shepard will go in motion right. Now Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Alex Anzalone charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the... Fresh out the beta game in my jeans.